thank you for joining me. We're going to talk a little bit about your journeys into football, so participation in sport and love for the game. And
I didn't have a team. My brother was 2 years older than me. I think he was about 8, I was about 6. And he went to play for a local team back in the northeast where we live, and I went along and just watching him, and I was so eager to join in, and they let us join in. And I think just from then, my love for the game was sky high, and I think every time he went, I wanted to go. So I think if my mum hadn't have took my brother along, I probably would never have got involved. So yeah, I think I was about 6, and then I joined my own team. It was a boys' team, it was a mixed team with boys and girls, and so yeah, I've got to thank my brother really.
What would you say some of the physical benefits then from being in a team sport or in a sport in general?
I mean, we always joke like that we're so lucky that we get to do.
You are, because look at me now with that.
Like people who obviously work 9 to 5s and have to go to the gym before or after, like obviously we're in a very privileged position that our job helps us stay fit, helps us stay healthy. Like the thought of waking up 2 hours before or going after is like mad to me, but it's like what is 100%. And like I always say after football, like I don't know how I'm ever going to find the motivation like to do it, and that's one of the best things about our job is that we have to be healthy and we have to be active, and we have to have a good lifestyle to perform at our job, so it kind of helps outside of the professional as like just general.
Thinking about the physical and being able to train every day, what does that then do for your mental health and mental well-being?
I think it's great. I think whenever I'm in football, when I go in the morning, everything from the outside world just switched off. I'm just there. I'm just in the moment, yeah. And then obviously when you leave, then you can deal with all that. But when I'm on the pitch, it's just like nothing else matters apart from the game or the training session. And I find that quite nice.
Exactly that. And it's going to sound like a really stupid question, but it's not. Because I want to know what made you fall in love with the game? What allowed you to continue to stay in love with the game? And even when there's been challenges, are you still in love with the game?
I always say that if it wasn't my job and I didn't get paid to play football, I would still play football, because the 6-year-old me going to my brother's first training session, I wouldn't change it for the world. And like Grace touched on, I've met amazing people, I've made amazing friends for the rest of my life, and it's just one of them jobs where I think the older I've got, the more I realise that I'm in such a privileged position. And I think the younger me may have worked a little bit harder or been a little bit wiser and, you know, touched into all the people that you connect with. But like I said, the older I've got, I think I realise that, you know, everyone around you kind of lifts you up. And I think, like I said, the 6-year-old me, I still, when I cross that white line, I still feel like that first training session. And you know, the people you meet along the way is a bonus, but I have made friends for life. And like I said, even if it wasn't a job, I would still play it because my love of the game, and it comes from my family. It's always been football.